Hi, thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to take a look at this EDC Tool Organizer from 1791 Gunleather. Now I've had this for almost a year, going on a year, and I've carried this darn near every single day. And as far as what I think about it, let's talk about that briefly because almost everything I have to say about this is positive. I have one negative, but let's get to the positive things first. As far as the leather itself and the quality of the leather, the craftsmanship, the stitching, everything is top notch. All the craftsmanship on it, I love it. It's top notch. It works as designed. It fits the tools that they tell you it's going to fit, and it just works. It makes carrying a full-size multi-tool a lot easier, trust me. So for years, I carried this little Leatherman Juice, one of these little guys. It's because I had to work in an office. An office environment, something like this hanging off your belt is not really conducive to keeping a job very long. So I carried this, a little pen light, and a pocket knife clipped to my pocket. But this, I found myself needing a larger multi-tool. So that left me looking for options of how to carry it. Now, the Leatherman does come with its own pouch, and I don't really care for them. I wanted more because I also carry a flashlight, and I really like the functionality of being able to have the three main items that I carried all in one pouch. So I do carry the Leatherman Surge. It's a heavy multi-tool. It fits this pouch perfect. For the light that I'm using, very snug fit. This is just a little ThruNite T1S. Fantastic light. Only drawback I like about the light is I don't care for the power switch right there. I wish it was on the cap, but it is what it is. Again, they tell you that this will fit a 1-inch diameter light, and that is all it will fit, trust me. You can fit a much smaller light in it, a longer light in it, but the T1S is a pretty good fit. As you can see, the end cap is protected. It doesn't hit. The pocket knife that I have in this is a little K-bar. This is the Dozier. Not sure I'm pronouncing that correctly. Wipe my fingerprints off of it. But I love this pocket knife. And of all the pocket knives I have, this one fits it best. Now there is a mini Dozier. So if you do work in an office environment and you don't want a full-size pocket knife, they do make a mini version of this that is a little bit smaller, and it will completely hide in your pocket. It's very light. That is one thing about the Dozier. It's very lightweight. But as I said, the leather on these is superb. Craftsmanship is superb. Now, the reason I got the one with the snaps, they do make these without snaps, by the way. They make one that's just a slide, just like a gun holster. It slides through the belt, has loops. I chose the one with snaps for a specific reason. They have these loops here that are made to hold a ring that you can hang keys on. With the version that doesn't have snaps, they only put that loop on one side. That leaves you carrying this on your right side. I have something else on my right side, so it would be competing with a firearm. I don't want this on the right side. I intended to carry it on my left hip, and that's where I carry it. Even though I'm right-handed, this is on my offhand side. So I went with the version with the snaps. Had I to do it over again, I would not even consider carrying keys on this, and I would not buy the version with snaps. The only issue I have with this EDC carrier at all are these stupid snaps. These things come undone so easy. Now, I have figured out what the problem is. Not with the help of their support. Their support pretty much told me to go pound sand when I complained about the problem and asked them how to fix it. I don't know if they thought I was trying to get a free product or what their deal was, but I got this. I paid for this. They did not give me squat. So, but the problem with this is, you can see how this one is loose right here. If you bump against something, it'll just come undone on its own. This one right here still holds really tight. It's got a nice snap to it. The problem is, these snaps on here are held on with a little screw. And you'll notice this will start getting loose. That screw actually loosens up. So I need to take this apart and put a little blue Loctite on it. But I wanted to show this to you first. So you can see the difference in that. But if you go and push on this one, it'll move a little bit. It needs to be tightened just a little bit, but this one is really loose. So I have bumped this against something that has knocked that screw loose again, and it needs to be tightened. That's my only drawback, those stupid snaps. Like I said, if I had to do it over again, I would never buy the one with the version with snaps on it. They can take these snaps and shove them. They do not work worth a squat. They come loose way too easy. And if you bump against something, it will undo it, even when they're fully done, when they're snapping nice and snug. If you bump against something hard enough, it'll come undone. Fortunately, you do have the loop on the back that goes through your belt, so it's not going to completely fall off your belt. And that's another drawback to having the one with the snaps, because the draw of having, aside from having the option of keys on both sides of this, so you can carry it left or right hip, ideally with the snaps, you should be able to put this on without having the belt off. But you can't. You can, but unless you put this loop through your belt, when you're pushing this multi-tool down in here, the whole thing will move away from your body. It moves around way too much. Plus, with the fact that these snaps come undone so easily, I would not trust this on my belt with just that one, without having that loop on there, with just the snaps. I wouldn't do it. It's just, there's way too much money here in tools to have it lost in the woods somewhere. So that's my gripe. That's my only gripe about this. I wish their support had told me to check the screws on this. It would have saved me a huge amount of problems. But anyway, it is what it is. So for what it does, I love it. If I didn't have the stupid snaps on here, I think I would like it even more. Am I going to buy the one without snaps? I don't think so. As for right now, I may change my mind to go ahead and buy one. But for right now, I'm just going to stick with this one. And I just have to remember to keep these screws tightened in here. And if you are having that problem where these are coming undone on you, tighten that screw. Makes a world of difference. Once you tighten that screw up, they're a little harder to snap, but they don't come undone near as easy. And I don't know why that is. I don't know if they're just not they're snapping properly, or that little bit of movement in there allows that snap to come undone. No clue the physics behind that, how that works, but I like it. All in all, I like it, and I would buy it again. I would not buy the one with the snaps, even though you can only carry it on your right hip if you're going to carry keys with it. They do have a version that has with the loops, without the snaps, that has the key place to put keys on both sides. That's a mini, and it does not fit the size of multi-tool that I want. Like I said, the reason I went this route was because I wanted a larger multi-tool. I'm in a situation where I found myself using my multi-tool for things that kind of left me concerned with whether or not I was going to damage it. And so I just went ahead and upgraded to a larger multi-tool, and bought something that would make it easier to carry. And that's what I got. So let me know if you have one of these, if you like it. And if you have these snaps and you have a problem, post a comment down below. Because and if you got help from their support, please post a comment down below, because their support basically blew me off. They wouldn't give me the time of day. They didn't even tell me they were closing my ticket. I just discovered one day that my ticket was closed. So, but that's it. Out of a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give it about an 8. I think it is a great product. I think the craftsmanship is fantastic. The leather is top-notch. Just don't like those damn snaps. But that's it. This has been Muzzle First. If you like this video, click on that thumbs up button down below. There's a subscribe button if you are not subscribed. A little bell icon to be notified. And please leave your comments down below about this EDC organizer if you have one. Let me know your thoughts on it. It is okay to have different thoughts on this organizer than what I do. Till later, thank you, and you have a great day.